Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you a client-focused SEO strategy which consistently makes me thousands of dollars every single month. Now, you hopefully remember that the core of my free training was that you must focus on a specific niche in order to be successful. Again, so not just being an SEO guy for anyone and everyone, but actually being like the SEO for lawyers or solar panel installations or pool builders or whatever it may be. And the reason I told you to do that is because you have to cut through the noise. Companies are constantly pitched SEO. And here's a great graph I found showing, this is 2014, but I'm sure the numbers are even worse now. How many times per week are you emailed or called by an internet marketing or SEO company wanting to sell you services? So they just asked a huge broad range of businesses. 35% of them are contacted every single day by an SEO company. Just imagine that, of like all the thousands of companies that they surveyed, and this increased in 2014 compared to 2013. I have no doubt 2015 was even higher, probably even like 38%, something like that, are pitched every single day. Now, every single week, there's 35 plus 20% plus 22%, 55, 77% of businesses are pitched every single week by an internet marketing and SEO company. Okay, so that's why I said go niche, so you can stand out. Now, the strategy I'm going to share with you today is another incredible way to stand out from the crowd. Just doing something that other people simply aren't doing and still being able to sell SEO services. Now, we were one of the first people using this method I'm going to talk to you about back in 2012, and it was called the rank and rent model. So I started using this back in 2012. I'm still using it today, and I can guarantee in years ahead I'm still going to be using this model. Now, the reason I say that we've been using it since 2012 because it's funny that, you know, still in 2016 people are thinking like this is the future. So this is an article on LinkedIn, June 2016, rank and rent SEO. Is this the next frontier in SEO? Like, you know, people think this is a new thing. So I'm not trying to be egotistical, but I like to think that what we're doing and what we're preaching, we're always kind of ahead of the curve. So if you're watching these videos, you know, there's nothing that you get into that's saturated or anything like that. People think it's a new thing. You know, we've been doing this for years now. So hopefully in a great position to teach you. So the rank and rent formula is very simple. You find a keyword that you wish to rank for, anything, you know, service-based, location-based, like laser hair removal in New York, whatever it may be. You then build a site for that term and rank for it in Google, and then you rent that ranking, you rent that website to an actual business in that industry. And the reason this works so well is because you're no longer saying, I can help with your SEO, you know, like just reaching out to someone randomly, like phoning them or emailing them. Hey, I can help with your SEO. I'm one of the good guys. I'm not going to spam your website. You know, will you work with me? You're now saying, I know SEO because I'm already ranking for something relevant to your business. I already have that ranking in Google. I'm not just saying I know what I'm doing. I'm actually showing you I know what I'm doing. Do you want that ranking? Okay, this is a very, very different approach. And essentially the whole thing is about owning your own Google, quote unquote, real estate. Now, I will say up front that this is no longer about landing $5,000 a month SEO clients. Okay, we've covered that angle in the 3 free training videos that I sent to you. With this approach, you're much more likely to close people for around $500 to $1,000 per month. While you are making less money, once you have the client, you don't actually have to do any work for them. You know, you've got the ranking, you're just giving them that ranking. Plus, it's very easy to duplicate this again and again. So I'll be honest up front, you're not going to get $5,000 a month clients from this. More likely you're going to have $500 to $100 to $1,000 per month clients, but you don't have to do any work for the client once you've got them. Now, based on the video series, and I have received thousands of emails, and I appreciate that from every single one of you. And a few people said to me they were still hesitant to offer SEO. You know, they didn't take up Marketing Inc. because they didn't know if they could actually serve their client. When someone reached out to them, could they actually do SEO for them? If that is you, this is a great way to kind of test SEO, how Google ranks websites before you sell SEO to anyone. Okay, so you still understand, you know, it's the $65 billion per year industry in the US alone. You know, if you still understand how valuable that could be, if you could learn that, this is a great opportunity for you to test SEO and actually be able to know what you're doing before you take on clients. If you just rank one website, your confidence and your income level are going to go through the roof. So just to show an example of what we're talking about here, I've used this example before. Laser hair removal in New York City. These are not the results that we can control, okay? These are ads, or we call this the map pack. So there's a few results in there related to location, you know, whether it's NYC or Houston, Texas, or Dallas, Texas, whatever it may be. We cannot control them. What we want to be able to control is these results here. This is what we call organic search results. So let's just focus on one listing, for example, just taking it from this organic one on the right, just putting it over on the left here. Let's just say I own this website, satorilaser.com. Okay, this is my website. I rank in Google for best laser hair removal, New York City. Now, from the previous videos, you already know that companies are paying $700 per day to get the top AdWords ranking. So just going back there, so on the top left there, those four green, those four results, they're paying $500 to $700 per day each. Okay, so we already know that. While less people click results further down, so they're more likely to click on ads than they are these natural search results, just because ads are at the top, people still click on these organic results. So here's my question to you, just to see whether you believe in this model, because if you don't believe in it, you're not going to take any action. Would a company who's paying around $20,000 a month to Google for just one search term be willing to pay you just $500 a month for traffic? So instead of only spending $20,000 a month to Google, would they be interested in my ranking there for Satori Laser? Okay, I think it's very clear that they would be, especially at that price, and especially for search terms where there are less ads, so even more people are clicking on organic results. So I'm going to go into some examples, and I have a feeling this is going to be quite a long video. But if you do stick to the end with me today, I'm going to send you a list of industries. So this is not the same as those 43 niche ideas, just a list of industries to get your ideas flowing and how expensive some search terms are when you click on those ads in Google. I'm going to show you a list of industries where people are paying hundreds of dollars for a single click. There's literally a search term that if you Google it and click on the ad, that is costing the person up to $900 just for your click. Okay, that's how valuable some industries are. So if you stick to the end, I'm going to send that to you. Now, for around 12 months, my daily process, okay, following this rank and rent model, would be to set up 7 rank and rent websites every single Monday. Okay, it's not the most fun process in the world, I'll be honest with you, but I blocked off Mondays. I know there's a lot of money to be made with this method, so every Monday I would set up 7 websites. Now that maybe that sounds like a lot, but these websites are honestly just 4 to 5 pages at most. And they can be set up in 30 to 45 minutes. I'm being pretty even, optimistic there. Really, they can be set up in 15, 20 minutes once you get in the flow. Now, instead of being optimistic, now I'm going to be pessimistic. Let's just say that out of the 7 websites I set up every single week, only one of them actually ranks in Google, okay? So out of those 7 websites, only one of them ranks on the first page of Google for something that I wanted to rank for. Out of 35 websites that I set up in a month, that's 4 of them which rank, okay? And let's just say I'm not even getting the businesses to pay me $1,000 a month. They're only paying me $500 a month. That should be /month there on the $500. Let's just say they're only paying me $500 per month, okay? Being very pessimistic here. That means I've made an investment of $345. That's $340 for the domain names, okay? So 35 domain names, a little less than $10 each. Now I'm making $2,000 a month. And keep in mind that future, that was only for 1 month. That $345 was only the first month because I bought all the domains at once. I only have to pay for the domains every year. So I'm actually now only paying $5 a month after the first month and still making $2,000 a month, and I still own the websites, okay? I'm not giving these websites away. They are still mine. If someone stops paying me, I still own them. I can still rent them out to someone else. Now, I actually have much better success than these figures I've just given you, but I don't want to overhype anything. I want you to see even like the most base core level potential with this model. So here's how it works, okay? Getting into the more specifics here. Let's just say I set up this law firm website, okay? Very simple. Phone number there, try to get their email address. Do you want a lawyer? Give me your information, I'll get in touch. I will try and find the best person for you. Let's just say this is my website, I rank it in Google. But of course, I'm an SEO guy, I'm not a lawyer, I am not even based in the USA, okay? So I personally cannot help anyone who comes to my website. So here's what happens. When someone rents this website from me, here's what I do. I change the logo, I change the phone number on the website to their phone number, and anytime I ask for an email address or any forms to be submitted, the email address goes to them. Okay, very simple. Don't go changing all the content of the website. Don't redirect your website to their website, because that will cost you your Google rankings. All you do is make it look a bit like their website, by changing the logo, change the phone number, change the email address. Any potential leads you would get through your website, send it straight to them. Now, I'm going to go over to my browser so you can see this in a little bit more detail. Okay, so here I am over on my browser. I have searched for personal injury lawyer in Texas, and you can see now, they got these four ads, the map pack. Okay, so to really click on organic results, you really have to scroll down. That example I just showed you, that was the Barber law firm. You really have to scroll down. So while they do get some clicks, these ads are really making up most of the clicks. Just to show you how simple these websites truly are, I click on this first result here, legal help right now, and that is the website. Okay, it's just the phone number is very clear, the opt-in box or the submission form or whatever is very clear. It's just like a one-page website. There's no links in the footer. These are just to what do these even go to? Like, they don't even open new pages. Okay, it's literally a one-page website. Okay, now I know it's ads, so one-page websites, doesn't matter for ranking naturally, but the website is very, very simple. Doesn't really need anything. Okay, they just, all you want is to try and get people to give their information either by phoning you or filling out a form. Now, so I went to Google, I searched for something else. I'm from the UK, so I'm always talking about Houston and Dallas, and I've never even been to America. So let me focus on something closer to home. So London porch construction. Okay, I'm just trying to think of a service. Okay, so to get a porch put on your house. I don't know if they're still called porches around the world, but the front little thing that sticks out your house, we call them porches in England. Cost a few £1,000s. Okay, so if I could send a porch construction company a lot of leads, they could pay me money to do that. So there's less ads here. Okay, there's no map pack, so there's going to be much more clicks on these rankings here. Now I see Warmlight is clicked here, but what I realized is I just typed this in randomly. Okay, London porch construction. I didn't really know what a good search term would be if I'm actually looking for someone to build a porch for me in London. So I see a lot of them, they're using things like front porch installation, house porch builder, porch design and build. So that's probably better search terms if they're trying to rank for those. So I changed my search term, London front porch builder, and then I see this result. Okay, I just clicked on this one randomly, warmlight.co.uk, ranking there highly in Google. There's not even an ad for this one, so that's a good sign. And then I go to their website. This is just a really simple website. All they want is they want to give away their phone number, get you to contact them. They got their address there and so on if you want to get in touch. Again, another contact form. These websites are all just around getting people to contact you. And if you haven't watched, you may have watched my videos already about how to get links and so on and how relevant links are. But this page literally has no links to it. Okay, so to be able to rank for this term in Google from a very quick research point of view, I could say that would be very, very simple and take pretty much next to no work. Now, another example, I always want to give you a few examples. Solar panels for my house in Texas. Okay, I don't know what people search for. You can do the keyword research. I'm just trying to think of things that I would search for. And so there's a few ads here, but again, no map pack. It's very hard to say. That you would normally find. So Solar City, I'm not going to rank them. It's Elon Musk company. Okay, so pretty good ranking there. But something just looking lower down. Okay, people are still clicking on these results. Longhorn Solar. Click on that one. Very, very simple. Get a free quote. Click here for your quote. Contact us. Again, all our addresses and so on. Contact us, about us, get a quote. These websites are very, very simple. Okay, they don't have hundreds or even dozens of pages. They just want you to phone them or submit a form and get their, give your email address. And again, looking at the backlinks for this one to see how difficult it would be to rank for that in Google. They have 2 backlinks to their page. Okay, so once again, not difficult whatsoever. So your website really just needs a couple pages, a home page and about page to just say who I am, why I built this website. It doesn't have to be you, just a pretty generic page, 400 to 500 words. A privacy policy, you can Google privacy policy generator and they will do that for you, and a contact page so people can actually get in touch. The home page is really the only unique page you need, and that is why I can set up these 7 websites on a Monday very quickly. Now, what happened to me on occasion is that companies would actually contact me before I knew I was ranking in Google, and they would say, how much is it to rent the traffic from your website? And the reason they did that is because I would put a banner or a big logo on my website when I set them up saying, do you want this? Is this website ranking? Do you want this traffic? Do you have a law firm in Houston or whatever it may be? Get in touch, send me an email. And so originally the email would go to my email. They would like let me know I'm ranking because, I put up 35 sites in a month. I don't check everything, every day and so on. They would let me know and they would contact me. Now, if that isn't the case, otherwise you do have to pitch yourself, but the pitch is very, very simple. I'm already ranking for this term relevant to your business. Would you like the traffic? Would you like me to send the leads your way? For $500 for a month, would you like to try it out? Okay, very, very simple. If it works well for them, and they will know, okay, they don't want to stop if they're getting leads. So you don't know exactly how many leads you're sending them, but they will not want to stop. You can try and up the budget, see, get in touch with them. Would you like to up that to 1,000? We actually have a few people paying us $2,000 a month just for the rankings that we have in place, and we don't have to do any additional work for them. So step one, find some keywords to research. Okay, so if you want that list of high paying terms for ads, send an email to hello@marketinginc.com for that list of profitable terms. Now, the best step, the best idea in this case is to use your own imagination. What terms can you think of? Your location, jobs that you've done before, jobs that your friends and family are involved in. What service-based businesses have you recently paid for? Okay, just trying to be creative, thinking outside the box, that cliche, but just something that no one else would probably generally think of. If you can be a bit creative here, there's going to be a lot less competition in Google search results. Then you have to know how to analyze search results to know if they're competitive and how to actually build links so that your website ranks. I've already created a video for this if you replied to me saying video dude before. If you didn't, just head on over to vibechill.com/how-google-works and you will get a 10-15 minute video on that. Very, very simple stuff. And step 3, set up your website. Again, it's really, really simple. Now, video 3 in the series last time, a few people said, Glenn, where's the play bar? I can't go forward, I can't go back. Well, video 3, if you want to be able to skip it, just go to vibechill.com/rob-3. So skip to the last 30% of the video and you will see me talk about how to set up a website, how to pick a domain name, where to buy the domain name. Very, very cheap. It's $9 for a domain name. You don't need to spend more than $5 a month for website hosting. And the website theme is free. The website CMS is free. Just get something set up. Now, as a final message, of course there is work here, okay? There's no other way to make money than taking action here. But if you think for a second that you don't have the ability to do this, or the industry, this model is saturated or whatever, just keep something in mind. 20 million people in America right now are running around the streets looking for Pokemon on their phones. And these people are mostly adults, okay? Or think about this, on Snapchat now, right now, the app, there are 9,000 photos being taken on Snapchat every single second. Or whether it's on Facebook. Facebook for the average American has 50 minutes of your time each day. The average American spends 50 minutes of their time each day on Facebook, and as that title says, it wants more, okay? Facebook are doing all they can to get more and more of your time from Instagram, Facebook Messenger, whatever it may be. And the reason I share you this is because these people are your competition. This is the people who could also be following this model, but they're not. Okay, they're on Facebook, they're on Snapchat, they're on Instagram, they're on, they're chasing Pokemon. Whatever the latest trend is going to be, those people are going to be doing it. That's your competition. Just give this model 30 minutes per day for 1 week. If it's your first website, it's going to be a little bit slower, but you've got one website set up in the end of this week and it's ready to rank. I am not smarter than you. I'm just not playing Pokemon Go. Thanks for watching.